Have you ever heard of divine timing? You are here because the universe wants you to know this. Divine timing refers to the idea that certain events or experiences occur in life at the right time, often outside of our own control or planned schedules. It's the belief that the universe, God, or some higher power has a plan, and things will unfold according to this larger plan for the best possible outcome, even if we don't immediately understand it. You must understand that life's delays and challenges serve as preparation for greater fulfillment. What is meant for you will arrive in its perfect time. This video delves into the spiritual teachings of Neville Goddard, focusing on the concept of divine timing and its role in manifestation and personal growth. In this life, there is an invisible current, a stream of consciousness that moves all things in divine order. You may not always perceive its motion, and there will be times when your human senses will tempt you into believing that nothing is happening. It is in those moments when nothing seems to change that you must hold firm to the understanding that what is meant for you will always come, and it will come at the right time. We often find ourselves restless, yearning for the next step in our journey, impatiently awaiting that which we believe will fulfill our desires. The mind races, asking, why hasn't it arrived? Yet, this is the temptation of the surface level, where we observe only the outer form of things and mistake silence for stagnation. But if you could peer into the depths of your being, if you could quiet the noise of the world long enough, you would realize that your desire is already moving toward you, not in a visible manner. Neville Goddard, a prominent spiritual teacher and mystic, taught extensively about the power of imagination, belief, and consciousness in shaping reality. His insights on divine timing offer a deep understanding of how the timing of events is intertwined with personal alignment and spiritual growth. Goddard's perspective on divine timing can be summarized in several key teachings. 1. Inner alignment and the power of assumption. Goddard emphasized that everything we experience externally is a reflection of our internal state. According to him, the timing of our desires is not dictated by external forces or circumstances, but by our inner alignment with those desires. When we truly feel and assume the reality of our desires as if they have already been fulfilled, we align ourselves with those outcomes. In his teaching in Living in the End, he explains that assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled brings desires into existence at the right time, and until then, we must live in a state of inner certainty, knowing that they are already on their way. 2. The law of assumption and divine order. Goddard's law of assumption teaches that assuming the reality of your desires creates the conditions for them to manifest. However, he also taught that there is a divine order that governs this manifestation process. Instead of trying to control when a desire will appear, Goddard encouraged surrendering to divine order, trusting that the timing is part of a larger, perfect plan. By focusing on aligning our inner state with the feeling of fulfillment, we create a fertile ground for desires to manifest without forcing a timeline. 3. Imagination as the seed, faith as the growth. Goddard often used the metaphor of planting seeds to explain divine timing. He taught that each desire is like a seed planted in the imagination. Just as a seed grows beneath the soil before sprouting, our desires go through an unseen gestation period. Faith is required during this time. Just as we trust a planted seed will bloom, we must trust that our desires are moving toward us, even when we can't see progress. Goddard believed that by nourishing desires with faith and conviction, we allow them to grow and unfold at the right moment. 4. Overcoming doubt and impatience. One of Goddard's central teachings was the importance of resisting doubt and impatience. He understood that when we allow doubt or a sense of lack to creep in, we delay the manifestation process. To Goddard, doubt signals that we are not yet fully aligned with the reality of our desires, and thus we are not ready to receive them. By cultivating unwavering faith and seeing delays as part of the divine preparation process, we remain in alignment, allowing the timing to unfold naturally. 5. Living in harmony with divine timing. Goddard taught that harmony with divine timing is achieved by focusing on the feeling of already having received what we want. This mindset of living in the end brings a sense of peace and contentment that prevents us from trying to rush the process. Goddard emphasized that divine timing often brings our desires to us in ways we could not have foreseen, reinforcing the idea that surrendering control and trusting the unseen order of the universe allows for the most harmonious manifestation. 6. The present moment as the gateway for Goddard. The present moment is central to divine timing. He believed that our current state of consciousness determines what we draw to us. By embracing the present moment and embodying the feelings of our fulfilled desires, we align with divine timing and eliminate the resistance that can arise from focusing too heavily on the future. Goddard's teachings encourage us to find joy and fulfillment now, as this sense of completion in the present is what eventually manifests the desired reality. 7. Trusting the divine order of life. Goddard's teachings on divine timing ultimately lead to a surrender to the divine order. He encouraged his followers to trust that the universe's timing is not only perfect, but also often beyond what we can perceive. Rather than pushing for specific timelines, Goddard suggested focusing on faith and inner conviction. In doing so, we align with a greater wisdom that unfolds things in their perfect sequence, even if the logic of that timing remains hidden to us. In essence, Neville Goddard's teachings on divine timing are about surrendering the need to control every detail and trusting that our inner alignment and faith will bring about our desires in perfect timing. He urged his followers to focus on inner conviction, patience, and the feeling of fulfillment, as these elements pave the way for manifestation in ways and timing aligned with the highest good.